Yeah. How you doing, everybody? I'm a little bit tired today, but I'm excited to get this out. So, here we go. Today we're diving into the intricate symbolism and duality of Hokazono storytelling, focusing on the character Hakuri in the Sazanami Clan. In this video, we'll explore how Hokazono uses these elements to craft a compelling narrative that challenges traditional notions of power, loyalty, and identity. So let's get started! Let's start with the first 4 pages of Hakuri's introduction. Before even knowing what Hakuri looks like, we see as he reflects on his pet praying mantis, Samurai, who ran away 5 years ago. At first glance, this moment might seem insignificant, but it's actually loaded with symbolism. Hakuri mentions that he grit his teeth and pushed through after Samurai left, yet in the very next panel, he is shown unable to swallow his drink, spilling it out of his mouth. This discrepancy between his words and his actions is our first hint at the theme of duality that runs throughout his entire character arc. While Hakuri tries to project an image of resilience, his actions betray a deeper, unspoken struggle. This scene sets the stage for understanding Hakuri's internal conflict between the facade that he presents to the world and his true feelings of pain and discontent. The running away of his pet mantis Samurai, to me, parallels Hakuri's own journey, because just as Samurai left his confined life, maybe, just maybe, this new character is on the brink of a significant shift, one that is sparked by his encounter with another Samurai, Chihiro, who saves his life and ignites a fire within him like no other. This encounter not only catalyzes Hakuri's transformation, but also introduces a duality between the two samurais in his life, one that symbolizes his past and another that represents his future. We love Chihiro, yes, best boy R off the charts, the go, yeah, but for a moment, let's just focus on Now let's delve into the symbolism behind Hakuri's pet, Samurai. From what we know, a praying mantis is an insect known for its patience, predatory nature, and ability to camouflage. These traits, funnily enough, reflect the characteristics of the Sazanami clan. But for us readers, I believe Samurai's decision to run away hints at something a bit deeper. You see, praying mantises are ambush predators, known to lie in wait for their prey with immense patience. They're also known for their cannibalistic tendencies, often consuming their own kind. If you put them under a microscope, these traits can be seen as metaphors for the Sazanami's behavior. Ruthless, patient in their schemes, and willing to consume the weak in the pursuit of power and stability of wealth. However, Samurai's departure from Hakuri suggests something, a sort of break from these traits. It symbolizes a desire to escape from the life of predation and violence. To me, Hakuri's discontent seems to mirror Samurai's departure, because just as the mantis leaves its own confined environment to see the world, 5 months left, you got this, buddy, Hakuri feels trapped within the oppressive, ruthless hold of his clan. Heck, his entire way of life. And this unease is only further highlighted by his inability to sip his damn cherry coke. Watch this motherfucker be Dr. Pepper, symbolizing his struggle to adapt and conform to his surroundings. But enough about Samurai. He's off having the time of his damn life right now. Instead, let's refocus and try to understand the difference between Hakuri and the Sazanamis. To understand Hakuri's eventual rebellion of the Rakuzaichi, we need to look at the Sazanami clan's history and their particular sorcery. The Sazanamis are a criminal clan of sorcerers, with a legacy of power and control. They train their members rigorously from a young age, emphasizing strength and utility above all else. The Sazanami clan is deeply entrenched in their tradition, valuing power and control above all. Their sorcery includes the ability to produce shockwaves in order to form their signature move, Iso. In addition, the creation of subspaces, such as the storehouse, which they use to hide and store valuable items and people they call merchandise. And these guys suck so fucking. Paints a very bleak picture of the Sazanami clan's entire goal. Hakuri, however, was different. Unable to perform basic clan sorcery, he was abused and outcast by his family, especially his older brother Soya. This abuse led to a revelation, unbeknownst to anyone, even Hakuri himself. a discovery indicating the possession of the same level of power as the enigmatic clan's first head. However, in his family's eyes, Hakuri was worthless. The Sazanami's rigorous training is meant to produce powerful sorcerers, but it also creates a ruthless environment where only the strong are valued. Hakuri's inability to meet these expectations leads to his exclusion, reflecting the clan's cannibalistic nature, where the weak are discarded. This exclusion, however, in the funniest left-field way, ends up being Hakuri's strength. It allows him to develop a moral and ethical framework that is vastly different from his family's, setting the stage for his eventual rebellion, not just from his father, but also Next, we have the Toe, the elite defenders of the Sazanami Clan. They are the best sorcerers the Sazanami have, dedicated to protecting the clan head and executing his will by any means necessary. Their ruthless nature and dedication highlight the clan's predatory essence. The Toe, or the Special Defense Corps, consists of the 4 best sorcerers in the clan. Their sole purpose is to protect the clan head and execute his will. They embody the clan's values of power and control, acting as solitary predators for the Hokazono. For instance, Hakuri Sazanami, the youngest ever to join the Toe, single-handedly took on a rival group and won, showcasing their unmatched prowess. Hakuri was supposed to be a part of this elite group, but his inability to perform ESO led to his exclusion. This further underscored the clan's ruthless values and Hakuri's divergence from them. The Toe's solitary and predatory nature contrasts sharply with Hakuri's passionate disposition, reinforcing the duality between him and his family. During the 208th Hokazono, instead of their traditional position at the 4 corners of the auctioneer stage to protect Kyora, they were ordered to guard the Nagano Join's emergency door. This change in their role signifies a shift in the clan's priorities and strategies, further highlighting the evolving dynamics between the clan that come with Hakuri and Chihiro's rebellion. Change is happening, and it's coming from the most uncanny place. You see, Hakuri's absence from the Toe, due to his perceived weakness, actually becomes a critical point of divergence, one that I believe will end up emphasizing the moral strength in his path towards not only being different from his family, but better. However, none was more effective in this divergence of culture and ideas than the one and only So there's a woman with the freezing cold skin, we'll get to it. We don't ever get her name, but I feel as though that in and of itself is narratively significant. We don't need to know her name, because as readers, we're seeing her from Hakuri's point of view. And to him, and us at this point, she's just number 1,868 in a vast subspace, simply merchandise to be sold. However, her brief but impactful relationship with Hakuri flips his world upside down. Although seen as nothing more than a selling point by the Sazanami Clan, she becomes more of a family member to Hakuri in their few days of interaction than even his own siblings, even his own father. This woman, destined to be auctioned, represents the extreme objectification and cruelty of the Sazanami Clan. However, Hakuri's relationship with her is transformative. Through their conversations, she begins to see that not everyone is a product of their environment. She teaches Hakuri that under the right circumstances, and with the right push, people can change, and they can grow. Though the way she hammers this point home is tragic, to say the least. As on the day he was ready to push through, maybe, finally, he'd have just enough courage to do something on his own. For the first time in his life, he can maybe make a difference. But she'd had enough. The woman's eventual suicide, right before Hakuri's eyes nonetheless, deeply affected him in ways no other moment had. Not the rejection, not the abandonment, not even the abuse. No, it was this moment that crystallized the young Sazanami's understanding of the clan's cruelty. And this solidified his resolve to oppose their practices. This relationship in particular highlights the duality between the Sazanami Clan's view of people as commodities and Hakuri's growing sense of empathy and justice. It underscores the potential for individuals to break free from their environments and become the opposite of what they were expected to be. In other words, duality. Finally, let's discuss the concept of the two storehouses. Kyora's storehouse is corrupted, filled with forcibly acquired treasures and living beings meant for the Rakuzaichi auction. In contrast, Hakuri's storehouse is small, one made and cultivated out of necessity of protection. His storehouse was used to protect himself, not imprison others. Kyora's use of the storehouse represents the clan's oppressive nature and their view of power as a means to control and dominate. His storehouse is a place of confinement and suffering, filled with merchandise that includes living beings. It symbolizes the corruption and moral decay active and ever beating at the heart of the Sazanami Clan. In contrast, Hakuri's storehouse is a reflection of his compassionate nature. It's used to protect himself from harm, not to imprison or control others. This stark difference is the foundation of the duality between Kyora and Hakuri. Not just father and son, not just toe or potential toe and clan head, but two ideologically different people who come from the same cloth, cut from the same damn cloth, and yet move entirely differently. Despite both possessing the same powerful abilities, Hakuri's use of the storehouse reflects his moral and ethical strength. Kyora's use represents his desire for control and domination. Hakuri's apparent ineptitude in sorcery is revealed to be a result of his unique combination of powers, similar to the first clan head. He's a maverick, he's different, he doesn't follow the rules. And to the Sazanami, that is the biggest threat, funny enough. This duality in their abilities further highlights the contrast between Hakuri and his family. Hakuri's divergence from the clan's values and his compassionate use of his abilities set him apart as a transformative figure, challenging the oppressive structures of his family on their most important day, no less. Crazy. Hakuri's an amazing character. Like, I actually love him so much, and like, I love what he stands for. You know what I'm saying? The nature versus nurture thing. It's amazing. As we journey through the intricate layers of Hakuri Sazanami's story, it's clear that Hokazono masterfully weaves a narrative rich in symbolism, duality, and divergence. Hakuri's tale is more than just a chronicle of a young man's struggle against his ruthless clan. It is a profound exploration of identity, rebellion, and the transformative power of compassion. At the heart of this story lies a powerful symbol of the praying mantis. Samurai, Hakuri's pet, represents more than just a mere insect. Its departure from Hakuri's life is a poignant metaphor for Hakuri's own path, a journey of breaking free from oppressive traditions and seeking a life of integrity and justice. Just as Samurai, the pet, leads his confined existence, Hakuri strives to escape the suffocating expectations of his clan, his culture, and his entire way of life. Hakuri's inability to simply drink without spilling mirrors his internal struggle. It's a vivid depiction of the discord between his outward actions and his inner turmoil. Despite his words of resilience, his actions reveal a man grappling with a deep-seated pain and confusion. This duality sets the stage for his eventual rebellion, ignited by the arrival of another samurai, Chihiro, whose intervention becomes a turning point in Hakuri's life. As we delve deeper, the contrast between Hakuri and his family becomes stark. The Sazanami clan with its predatory nature thrives on power, control, and the legacy of sorcery. Yet within this ruthless environment, Hakuri's passion and sense of justice shine through as stark opposites. The introduction of the toe further emphasizes this divide. These elite defenders embody the clan's dedication to strength and dominance, while Hakuri's exclusion from their ranks underscores his divergence from their ideals. The toe's confrontations with Chihiro and Shiba, juxtaposed with Hakuri's own struggles, illustrate the broader battle between tradition and change. Hakuri's relationship with the woman destined for auction crystallizes his transformation. Her tragic fate and their brief connection become catalysts for Hakuri's rebellion. Through her, he learns that it's possible to defy one's environment and choose a path of compassion and justice. even when surrounded by cruelty. This duality extends to the concept of even the storehouse. Kyora's corrupted use of it for profit and control contrasts sharply with Hakuri's use of his own subspace to protect himself from harm. This divergence lays more groundwork for Hakuri's rejection of his father's legacy and his commitment to a different set of values. In the beautiful and grand story that is Kakurabachi, Hakuri's journey is a powerful testament to the themes of duality and divergence. His story challenges the notion that we are merely products of our environment, illustrating instead the potential for profound change and renewal. Hakuri Sazanami stands as a beacon of resilience and transformation, embodying the courage to defy tradition and pursue a more just and compassionate world. In conclusion, Hakuri's narrative is a rich exploration of the tension between nature and nurture, the struggle between inherited power and personal integrity. It's a story that reminds us that true strength lies not in domination, but in the courage to pursue justice and compassion, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Through Hakuri, Hokazono invites us to reflect on our own paths and the choices that define us, urging us to find our own balance in the duality of life. Yo, let's go! Third video out. I'm so happy that I was able to do this piece on Hakuri. He's one of my favorite characters in Kakurabachi, probably like top 3 for me, so I'm just like really excited to get this video done and out to you guys. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Like, what do you guys think of Hakuri? What do you guys think, like, the future potential for him? What do you think he can do with like all this new stuff he has now? You know what I'm saying? Thanks to his dormant power, I guess. And like, where do you think this story is gonna go? What do you think of Hokazono's writing so far? What do you think of the art? I'd love to know. Also, if you could just leave a like, and if you like my content, subscribe. That'd be amazing. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Bye bye.